The state of networking has changed in the business world. Wouldn't you agree? Now we're networking online more than ever. But if you're watching and you're feeling disconnected, or you're feeling a little lost or a little run down trying to navigate the online networking world, well, today I'm going to answer the question, what is online networking in today's business world? All right, in this video, I'll explain exactly what online networking is and what it isn't. Then I'm going to spill my best secrets for online business networking. And then lastly, I'm going to share the #1 reason why online networking is crucial to your professional success. All right, so let's get started. So what is online networking and what isn't it? So let's start with what it is not. What it is not is it's not about selling. It's not about blasting people with everything that you want them to hear and talking. Networking is not a one-way street. It's not transactional. Think about it. When was the last time you got a spam call, or you got a bunch of messages sent to you that were spam texts, or maybe in social media? How did it make you feel to keep getting those same type of spam sales calls or asks? Probably didn't make you feel so good. Or what about the one person that I'm sure we all have that only reaches out when they need something and they're asking you for something? How does that make you feel when they don't really care about how you're doing? They're really not interested in anything more than getting what they need from you, whether it's picking your brain or asking you to do something. Doesn't that just kind of, don't you just don't like that so much? Well, that's actually transactional networking. And that's what most people know of networking. And I'm here to tell you that's not what networking is. And it's definitely not what online networking is. It's not transactional. What networking actually is, it's relational. Here at Down and Dirty Networking, we believe that networking is about having connections, to have meaningful conversations, to make lasting relationships. It's about getting to know people. It's about talking less and questioning more. What can I learn from you? How can I help you? How can we grow together in this relationship in our professional networking space? That is what online networking is. Now, online networking can be done on any platform. There's several out there. LinkedIn is one of the most popular ones. It can also be done in meetings. There's online events. It can happen anywhere. But what usually happens is no matter what event you're in, or if you're in a platform, how it gets started is with an ask and a reach. Are you open to connect? Or if it's someone you haven't chatted in a while, are you open to reconnecting? It's not about, here's my contact information, call me. It's about, are you open to having a conversation? Would love to network with you. Are you open to that? And if they say yes, then is when you exchange contact information and make time for you to follow up and actually have a conversation. That's what relational networking looks like and how it looks like online. What it is relational. What it isn't is transactional. All right. Now, as you've heard that, and maybe you're thinking, have you been victim of the spam blast? Maybe it was in chat in one of the networking activities that you had done, or maybe it's a spam messages on LinkedIn or Facebook or any other social media platform. Have you been victim to those types of sales calls and asks? If so, put in comments and let us know. Or maybe you've listened and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm guilty of that. I've been the one doing that. If you're watching this and sadly you've been guilty of this, one, you're not alone, but two, go ahead and put that in chat if you've been guilty of kind of spamming everybody and being a one-way street networker, or maybe you've been the victim, or maybe you've both. Maybe you've both been the victim and you've been guilty. Well, share that information with us on chat. All right, so now let's talk about the best secrets. So I'm going to spill my best secrets for online business networking, and there's 6 of them. So first, you have to decide. You have to decide how you want to be known. How do you want to be known? And this is really simple. Pick 3 words that you want everyone to know you for. Like, for example, you might want to be known as empathetic, or maybe you want to be known as helpful, or maybe you want to be known as uplifting. Well, if those are your 3 words, and you can pick any 3 words that resonate with you, but if those are your 3 words, then everything you do online needs to be empathetic, helpful, or uplifting. So if you were in a meeting, instead of just blasting your contact information, if someone said something, you could be uplifting by cheering them on in chat. Or if you saw someone post something on LinkedIn, you would actually comment by being empathetic. Hey, I know how you feel. That must have been hard for you. Or maybe someone's got a challenge. Hey, I've got a solution. If you're open to chatting about it, let me know. Let's talk. Notice how I leveraged a lot of the questions that I talked about earlier. So just decide how you want to show up. Pick your 3 words and then show up and deliver that in all of your online networking. All right, number 2, don't prejudge. It's really easy to prejudge somebody that maybe they can't help you, or maybe they're not professional enough, or maybe they're not polished enough. We have a tendency to just make a judgment based on what we think. And the problem with prejudging is that means that we're leading with a transactional networking mindset. So we want to make sure we're relational. And the best thing about not prejudging is making sure that you increase and expand the diversity of your network. When you do that, that's when the richness really happens. That's when the magic happens, when you can get the 360-degree view of perspectives by broadening your horizons. So don't prejudge someone, get to know them, have a conversation. The more diverse your business network, the more diverse the opportunities, resources will be coming to you. All right, so number 3, talk less, question more, which I kind of chatted about earlier. You want to make sure that you're talking to people. Are you open to, right? So I already kind of spilled the beans on this one. Always want to ask a question. If they're not open to it, it's no big deal. And that's what you can say. Hey, are you open to connecting? If not, no big deal. If they are, great. It gives them the power to say yes or no. You're just putting it out there as an offer versus a blast. Hey, here's my information. Call me, call me, call me. They might just feel like you're one-way street networking them. So make sure that you're talking less and questioning more, and just see if and how that works. Ask and always go with a mindset of what can I learn from this person? It will serve you well. All right, so that was number 3. Number 4 is be present. When you're doing your online networking, you want to be as present as possible, whether you're on the phone or whether you're virtually with a camera. And it's always helpful to smile, because when you're smiling, number 1, you can't raise your voice. So smiling keeps the temperature down, keeps everything uplifting, keeps everything positive. It's also very inviting. If we were in person, I'd be smiling at you. I wouldn't be frowning at you, so I'd be smiling at you. So make sure that you are doing that. And when you want to make eye contact with someone, make sure you're looking into the camera. Don't be looking down at the video where you're seeing yourself. Make sure you're looking in the camera. That's how you look at the other person on the other side of the screen. So that's always very helpful. So that's how you can be present. The last thing about being present is to remove all distractions. Make sure that your cell phone has been silenced so you can 100% be present with the discussion and conversation that you're having. Because remember, it's about conversations, and be able to do that, remove all of your distractions. Another really great tip is, if you're a note taker like I am, make sure that you tell somebody on the front end that you're taking notes. So that way when you look down to take notes, they recognize you're taking notes versus you're distracted and you might be texting or reading something on your cell phone. Because they can't see what you're doing, they're going to interpret it however they choose, and it may not be a positive interpretation. So make sure that you're being as positive as possible and just letting them know, hey, I'm going to take notes. Do you mind? Great. If I look down, I'm going to take notes. That way they're aware of what that behavior looks like. And that's a great way of being present and including them and honoring them and respecting them. All right, so number 5, be consistent. Follow up, rinse, repeat, right? Here's the biggest mistake I think that's made both in-person networking and online networking, definitely online. We try to be these one-hit wonders, and we have a great conversation, or maybe we sent out our information, we blasted them, but then we don't ever follow up. Wah, wah. You want to make sure that you follow up. Check back in with them. Remember, the point is to develop a lasting relationship, and you have to nurture that relationship. You have to check in and see how things are going on. You have to revisit and make sure that you're having follow-up conversations. It's not just a one and done. You want to develop a relationship, so you have to nurture it, and that means you have to be consistent and you have to follow up. Now, number 6, and this one will save you stress, I promise you. We always schedule our calendars, right? If we had an appointment, we put it in our calendar. Well, one of the things that I hear about online networking is that I just don't have time for it. Well, here's the thing. block off networking time in your calendar, no differently than you would block off an event or a meeting. Now, if you're physically attending an event online or a meeting online, by all means, put that in your calendar. But what I'm talking about blocking off time to network is that follow-up or that reach out, say it on LinkedIn or any other social media platform. You want to block off anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour a week where you're just sending out reach outs to everyone. And you can reach out to 2 or 3 people a day, or you can do 2 to 3 people a week, depending how frequently you want to be having and scheduling networking. So it doesn't always mean you're scheduling a meeting either. So a reach out could be, I haven't heard about Laura in a while, or I haven't checked on what's going on with Down and Dirty Networking. I'm going to go ahead and check her out on LinkedIn and see what's going on. And you might comment, like, or share some of the things that have been posted with the person that you're reaching back out to. That's a great way to reconnect, to nurture the relationship. Is just like their content and share it and comment on it thoughtfully on any of the social media platforms. The other way too would be, like I mentioned, where, hey, you want to reach, hey, what's going on? Send them a private message. You could do that if you just want to touch base and check in. Hey, I was thinking about you, just curious what's new with you today. Or if it's been a really long time, you can say, you know what, it's been a while. I have so many new things going on. I'm sure you do too. Would you be open to reconnecting and having a conversation? So there's different levels of engagement that you can have. All of that is very quick in the initial reach out, so just block off time. And then when you get to that third level where you're connecting or reconnecting with someone face to face on an online platform, whether it be Skype or you're doing Zoom, what you can then do is schedule that as well. And so now that becomes an event. And if you're consistently following up and being consistent with your activity and reach out, you will have a robust networking, professional network, and you won't fall into networking autopilot and get into a rut. So just block off the time. It'll save you a lot of stress, and it'll help you progress professionally. Now, if you look at all of these tips, they do have one thing in common. They're all intentional actions. All too often we just get on that autopilot of networking that I mentioned, and we just don't think about it anymore. This is where you really can change the game for you. Be intentional. So be intentional about all of the way that you reach out to people, be intentional in the way that you follow up, and the way that you show up, and it can make all the difference in the world. Now, before I give you my number one reason why networking is crucial for your professional success, I want to remind you to please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel because I put out videos to help you network every week. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel so I can help you. All right, so now let's get down to it. The number one reason that online networking is crucial for your professional success, it's your reputational capital. Now, your reputational capital is the only thing that you can control, and you're either adding to it or you're subtracting from it. And we always want to make sure we're adding to it. And we want to make sure we've got a lot of positive reputational capital. And the way that you show up, if you're showing up in a positive, uplifting, or empathetic way, you're adding to your reputational capital. If you're consistently following up and checking in with your networking people, you are adding to your reputational capital. And why is that important? Well, if your reputational capital with someone is very high, it is equal to the strength of the relationship that you have with them. And that's how people trust you. Back when I first started in business, I heard the statement, people will work with you if they know, like, and trust you. But what's so shocking is we forget that trust comes from relationship, not because I just sounded like I knew what I was talking about in 2 seconds by telling you my 30-second commercial and blasting you. That's not what that's about. The only way someone can know, like, and trust you is if they get to know you and have a relationship with you. And if they know, like, and trust you, you have high reputational capital with them. And so that is the number one most crucial reason for knowing and really paying attention to how you online network is to make sure that you're upping and adding to your reputational capital. If you're known as a connector, if you're known as someone who's helpful, guess what? Those opportunities to be helpful, those opportunities where your helpfulness is a skill, a mastery that is needed, that's how you're going to get those services, those benefits. That's how you're going to get those opportunities, those new projects at work. All of those opportunities come to you because of how you're known. And how you're known is your reputational capital. So make sure that you're adding to it. Really be intentional about your networking and focus on all of those things so that it actually is worth it for you to do. Now, if you're someone that has been searching for a better way to network, for a way to network online that provides you meaningful conversations that lead to lasting relationships, free of fluff, no fluff, I would love to send you a personal invite to the next sneak peek of Down and Dirty Networking. This is your chance to test drive a Down and Dirty Networking experience and really connect and have meaningful conversations. So check the link in chat so you could be added to our wait list so I can send you your personal invitation. All right, hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching, and happy networking.